The Netflix series The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window is a dark comedy thriller starring Kristen Bell. This funny lady we're about to speak with brings her talents to the series as Detective Becky Lane. Joining us to talk about the series is Christina Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you because, this show is clearly a hit. Netflix says that it's already been watched more than 60 million hours during 1 week. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to hear it. I'm sure my landlord is excited to hear it.
I know, right? As you're screaming like, yay! And you can pay on time, amen? But now for those who are living under a rock and are already not obsessed by this like my entire family, tell us a little bit more about The Woman in the House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window. I mean, just alone, that's like a rap title there. You got to unpack a lot of that, right?
Yes, there's a lot going on. It's action packed. It's if you're into murder mysteries or those true crime dramas, there is a woman who lives across the street from a house and she sees a murder in the window. And so I play Detective Lane, and it's my job to first figure out if there was an actual murder. That's the first clue you have to figure out. And then if there is, where's the body? Who was it? Where are they? Who's the killer? And so you get to go along each episode with us and try to guess who the killer is.
And that's the fun part. It's like interactive because then your whole family is like taking bets like, nah, it's this person because this happened and then that happened and that's why I think it's them. So that's fun. And your character, Detective Lang, gets to kind of weave all of that together and try to figure out who did it. So how close are you to Detective Lang? How would you describe her? And like, what sets you apart from her in real life?
Well, I will say Detective Lane, from the outside looking in, I feel for the sister. I don't know if she did a great job on this one, but I think she loves her job. And so I would say that's what we have in common. We really both love our work. And so I have to feel for her, though, because as I watched the show and even as I read the script before I got the job, I didn't even know who the killer was.
Ooh.
And it could have been anyone. Everybody was jumping out as a suspect.
Wow, and that's what's exciting about it. You have so many different characters and talents. What's it like working with so many talented people on a series that's so popular? As you know, Netflix Global Top 10. That's how we pick what to watch usually. We go to the top 10 list, and you're there.
Same. I couldn't believe it. When my husband and I woke up the next morning, I could not believe it. It was number one. It was so exciting. And then to see it there in the top 10, it's just been a thrill to have something that's in everybody's home, and everyone has Netflix. Even if you on your mama's cousin's account, everybody has Netflix. So I hope people will check it out. But it was so much fun. When I found out it was a drama, but it would be all comedians playing the roles, I thought this is something interesting that I've never done. And I'm so glad I said yes to it, even though I wasn't sure what it was, because it's been so much fun and such a stretch too as a performer and as an actor and a comedian.
And since there are so many funny people on set, what is the energy like on set when the cameras are off? Are you guys cracking on each other all the time? And my mama wants to know if you're stuck looking at Michael Ealy's eyes all the time.
Okay, well, first of all, it was actually a very serious set. And I think that actually lends to the comedy in the end. We weren't joking and laughing too much. We were playing it quite serious. And then the day that Michael Ealy was coming to set, I kind of spruced myself up, and my husband and Kristen Bell noticed. They're like, oh, you got on a little extra lipstick today. And I let them know I was meeting Michael Ealy. I was not going to look crazy. And Kristen Bell and my husband reminded me that I was not meeting Michael Ealy, that Detective Lane was meeting Anna's husband, and that I should calm down. But
and I'm sure your husband reminded you that you have a ring on your finger. Like, now don't get caught up in the eyes. Look.
It's Michael Ealy. He's a co-worker. It's okay.
Right. We're professionals here.
Yeah.
And you are definitely a professional comedian because you worked on other shows that are popular like Key and Peele, which we also love in my house. Even, the old stuff, you're going back, you're still watching it because it's just hilarious, and on YouTube as well as you were on Mashup. So how different is this type of role for you?
Oh, well, I think it really stretches you because for a comedian, when you're doing a joke, you're, not necessarily playing for laughs, but you like to hear that people are enjoying themselves. And so when I'm doing stand up or doing a sketch show or even working on a comedy show, I love hearing people's laughter in response to what I'm doing. And this was very, very different. So, like I said, I'm so glad that I took a chance on it and stretched myself to do something where it was complete silence while we were working most of the time. And just a chance to say that I did something, sometimes you have to do the next thing that's presented to you and you don't know what doors will open after that. So I'm so glad I said yes to it, even though it was something unfamiliar.
Well, it sounds like the door to season 2 will be open soon because y'all left us with a little bit of a cliffhanger at the end of this series. What can you tell us about season 2? And if you got the confirmation yet, give us some of the tea.
I can't say anything. They tell me what to say and what not to say.
Right, they're like, sign this paper. Right.
I can't say anything, but you have to watch the series because, like you said, at the very end of episode 8 of season 1, there's a big surprise. And so, yeah, there could be. And who knows if those individuals that you see in episode 8 will be a part of it. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. She's going to leave us waiting and wanting more. Christina, thank you so much for joining us, and we will continue to be fans of the show.